He's like, what are you on the mic? Stop it! I'm leaving the party because I'm a bitch.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Pepe.
I'm Michael.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Franny.
And we're the Risky Biscuit Boys.
Yeah.
No intro this time or what?
And this will be the intro if we've ever put in the intro.
Yeah.
Risky biscuit.
Yeah. Who?
Risky biscuit.
Yeah.
Biscuit.
Who? Yeah.
Risky Biscuit Boys, yeah. Risky Biscuit Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the last one I didn't put it in because we made sound and it was funny. We were like, that's the intro.
Good, I put it in. I'll play the sound.
No, because we're like, and I was like, nice intro music. But I put it for the newest one before this one,
Did you?
Haven't
Is that
even
one
posted
even
it.
out
and
yet?
it's not posted.
What the fuck?
It's just edited. My Wi-Fi sucks.
Tell it to stop being bad.
I do. It just says no.
Do it on McDonald's or Starbucks.
Ew, I don't want to be in public for more than like 20 minutes.
Do you really have to be in public that long?
It's big facts.
Yeah, it's McDonald's Wi-Fi.
It's big facts.
I gotta connect. I gotta bring
Come
it
here-
up.
Come here.
He's got to bring his
You
connect.
can post it right now after this one.
No, I don't want to.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go home.
What about Starbucks Wi-Fi?
That's what I said.
Last time I
Everyone goes there.
Last
You
No.
see everyone and their mom.
Okay, but like their Wi-Fi's pretty good still.
I want to see people. People scare me.
We're going to talk about.
Your mom.
Who are we going to start with?
Talk about your favorite foods or restaurants.
Don't read out of the topic Bible.
You brought
So,
it up. The
That's
people
our
didn't know
one
that.
rule.
But the people didn't know that. I just said we're gonna talk about.
You
our
could probably
favorite
tell
food
by
or
the
restaurant.
way you were reading it.
No, nobody. If you
Cut
comment,
this out.
just comment. If it sounded like I read it out of a book,
You fucking scared me, Mike. Almost
What?
spilled my fucking cereal.
that's right.
You get. You're eating cereal right now.
But yeah, if it sounded like I read it out of a book,
You did it.
just put just comment 1 point, Michael. If it didn't sound like I
Why?
read it out of a
I never
book,
said you were
put
reading out of a book. I
1
just
point
stated
Danny.
a fact. Don't read out of the book.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Well, you
I
said
never
it-
said you were reading out
you
of the
said
book.
it sounded like I did.
What are we talking about?
I said
What
we're
are we
talking about
starting
favorite
with?
foods or restaurant.
Honestly, I really fuck with Mexican food. Like,
Basically.
Yeah, I like
Shit
Taco
that
Bell.
everywhere.
yeah, but do you know how good it is?
You can't call him a basic bitch because that's basic to you because you're Mexican.
Exactly.
Dude, I love
That
tortas.
doesn't mean
I
it's
love
basic
burritos.
for
Those
everybody.
are bomb.
Well, I'm
I
saying
prefer-
he's
Dude,
a basic
'cause
bitch.
they
I'm not
put
talking
love
about
into
everybody.
it, you know?
Yeah, they do.
They put love into the tortas, and I'm like, I go to
Oh,
McDonald's,
dude.
food, they just slap it like they're whipping out their dick. Food, they're like, and I'm just like, alright,
Just
cool.
slap that meat on those buns.
Yeah, but like any Mexican place or at least good ones,
They're
they like
considered
sprinkle
buns?
it.
Yeah, sprinkle that cotija cheese and shit.
Yeah.
And bean, all over your
Or
beans.
tortas? Is that considered buns?
It's that
Yeah,
bread. It's bread.
it's
It's
technically-
bread. Yeah, it
bread.
is bread, but like I
They're
wouldn't
buns.
say it's a bun.
So
Actually,
what would you
yeah,
call
that's
bread on a sandwich?
debatable.
You don't cook when you make a sandwich. You don't say when you pull the
Yeah,
two
like,
pieces
no-
of bread out.
Nobody
You
calls
don't
it
say, "Give me
buns.
those buns."
Well, if you really think about it, if you look at a torta, the top of it, and you look at a regular hamburger, the bottom of the hamburger is different from the top of the
Oh,
hamburger.
the bread, yeah.
yeah.
And
The
the crown
bread
and
on
the heel.
bottom.
If that's
It's
the
called the
logic you're
crown
going with, then a
and the
croissant
heel.
can be considered a bun.
I mean, it can if you really want
I
to.
mean, it is. I
A
think.
bagel can be considered a bun.
It's a bread.
I don't know
Your
about that one
logic
because
is
you flip it
flawed.
upside down.
yeah.
Your logic is flawed.
Bun bread. I don't know.
Money is just like, wait, no, life is just like a sandwich. No matter which way you turn it, the bread comes first. Get your money up. Whatever you're doing, if you're not working, go get a job.
Yeah.
If you can't get a job, prostitute
Don't do that.
or do
No,
Don't
Stop
even
talking. You said
finish that
child and just
sentence.
don't finish it. You don't need
human
to.
trafficking. There we go.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You know how easy it is to
But-
kidnap people.
It is, but
You know, you can just get how do you make mustard gas? Isn't it just like two like home like cleaning
Isn't it
stuff.
just like mustard?
You just
gas?
stop.
Mustard
You should
gas.
stop talking
What? How
right
did
now.
we get on the topic of mustard gas?
Stop
'Cause,
talking.
like-
People don't use
All right,
mustard
Danny.
gas.
What's your favorite food?
People
From
don't
where?
use mustard gas to
Fuck.
kidnap people.
They could.
That
You
was
know what?
used to kill people
We're
back
done
during
with that.
World War One.
We're done with that. We're done with that.
You know what's always a fucking mood?
What?
Wingstop.
Fuck yeah.
Wingstop's pretty good.
That's
But is that a
like-
restaurant or is that fast food?
I mean, it's
What's-
a fast food restaurant.
Yeah. Technically.
Even though they kind of lag it, but like it's still considered
if
fast
you
food.
wanted to go technically, McDonald's is technically a restaurant.
No, it's a fast food
It's a
chain.
fast food
It's a
restaurant.
yeah. I don't. You're saying restaurant. When people think restaurant,
All right. If you have
they
a
think
if you
like-
have a drive-through, you're a fast food place.
But Wingstop doesn't have drive-through.
Exactly.
not the one here,
But it's
that's
a
not
fast
saying
food.
that one's other places.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. So there's some.
There's
like,
McDonald's that don't have
Yeah.
drive-throughs.
Okay.
You know they don't do
A
drive-throughs.
restaurant,
in-
I feel a
in San
restaurant
Luis
is a
Obispo.
place where you go to. They don't do order out. You
All right.
go there to eat
What's-
there.
Yeah. Okay. Going by that logic, what's your favorite restaurant?
So you can.
Wait,
go
what
like
was
a-
the what
like
was
a-
the logic again?
It's like a place you go.
There's
you don't
waiters.
order food
There's
there.
waiters.
You order there.
You sit
eat
down,
there,
they
all
throw
that.
menu at you, and
Yeah.
they're like, "What do you want, bitch?"
So
and then you're like,
so like
"Mm."
B-dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Cheesecake
B-dubs
Factory.
could be considered a restaurant.
So yeah, I'll probably go with those. Actually, I haven't had much Cheesecake Factory.
You got some
BJ's.
You got some oily ass pasta.
BJ's. Oh, speaking of pasta, Olive Garden.
So which one is it?
I said one. Like top. Like you picked one and all the other ones blew up. Like they just imploded. They went in fucking what's it called?
What does it mean?
Where
When
they
the
where they
bank owns
go?
them.
We went to go get stuff. We went to San Diego to have my brother bring his stuff home, and he took us to this Hawaiian place called fuck. It was
Moana.
Something about
definitely
palms.
not. Definitely not.
It's called Lilo and Stitch.
I can't think of what
Banana
it's called
Cabana?
right now.
Was
called-
it called?
No.
Was it called Hawaii?
Wasn't called
It
Hawaii.
was called-
There's a
Lilo
place
and
called
Stitch
Banana
3.
Cabana, right?
Somebody else. I'm gonna text him right now. And be like, "What was that one place? The Hawaiian place." It was like Hapa. I know that the first part was Hapa, and the second part was something. It was like Hapa something.
Hop on this dick.
Am I right, fellas?
Hapa J's.
Papa J's?
Hapa. Hapa. Hapa.
Hop a J and the
Hop.
J's a dick.
Hop on J's.
Hapa J's.
Fuck.
How was their
Oh,
food?
there's this
Dude,
place.
their food was fucking amazing. And they did this thing they call it man fries. And it's
yeah, they should have definitely
fucking
named the fucking
huge-
place Hop on this dick.
it's a huge ass plate of just fries, like just a mountain of fries with think of like a salad fries, just a big ass fucking plate of it. And I was like, we got it for like the whole table. I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be that big. We can't eat all of this. And we ended up taking a bunch of it home. It was fucking good though. It's expensive as all shit.
I bet.
So you know it's a real restaurant. They're like, oh, it's gonna be $15 for a side of
Water.
water.
A side of water, not even a fucking glass of water. A side. They give it to you in a little ass cup.
There's this place in Oxnard called Maria's. They make like fucking Italian food, so it's that like that. They got some good fucking pasta.
Italian.
But if we're talking about like type of food, I prefer like Asian.
Nah, you want to drink
Gotta
coronas.
be specific.
No, just any Asian food. I find it pretty
doesn't
good.
count.
Like their noodles. I like Asian noodles. I like noodles.
Still not
You
specific.
like soup?
Their noodles.
If you just say noodles, then spaghetti.
Like pho.
Oh,
you
fuzz
like
bombs.
Like
Vietnamese?
pho.
so
Oh,
Vietnamese.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
It's not
Still
Chinese.
fucking Asian.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
It's Vietnamese.
Yeah.
It's like its own thing.
Yeah.
Because they're not part of Asia.
No. They're Vietnam.
Pho.
Pho. But
Pho.
what do you guys think about the coronavirus?
What? What is that? What is
It's the new Ebola.
Except
how do you
it
get it?
spreads through what?
It spreads through everything.
Yeah.
It's airborne and
They could be like
they're bloodborne, airborne,
Cross-contamination.
somebody.
spitborne. Someone
Not-
can spit in
not
your mouth.
Spitborne, it's a fucking.
Spitborn?
It's not. I really wish I had like an Alexa or a fucking a Google in here.
So like if someone's smashing you and you
A
open your
Google?
mouth and they spit in there.
Fucking that shit.
But you have a phone.
The world's just kind of just falling apart right now.
That's 2020. This is the new.
Well, we're not even a full.
We're not even out of January.
Yeah, we're not
yet,
even out of January.
And
fucking Australia had a shit.
Australia was on fire. World War
Technically,
III
Australia
still might happen.
was on fire before the year started.
World War III won't happen.
World War III.
You're just hoping it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, I signed the contract. I know where I'm going.
Technically, won't they all not send you till like later, till like 6
Yeah.
months later?
Yeah.
No, they'll send.
Everybody
They'll
basically
send
like
the-
they'll be hurting for fucking.
They'll send the active ones because they're active, and they're gonna be like pew pew pew, and then once their numbers decrease by like I don't know like 35%, they're like bring in the faggots. And there you in. There you are. But then, do you think there's a higher number of reserves than actives?
No, there's more active than there are reserves.
Oh,
There's
then,
always been more active than there's
the
reserves.
35% that they're at 100%, and then once their things go down, I don't know.
Because nobody likes the reserves.
It's facts.
Sorry, it's facts.
I mean, I didn't choose reserves, but okay.
They're like, fuck them. They went through all the same work, but they're like, nah, I don't want to get paid.
They're like, no, gun bad.
Yeah.
Fighting bad, I say no.
I was never supposed to come back.
Technically, you were, because don't you come back?
Like every now
like
and then,
10 days.
but that's it.
What about you, Danny? What'd you think about the coronavirus?
I just asked you what the fuck that
It's
was.
the Kung flu.
It's the new Ebola. Okay, think
It's
about...
basically- it's
think
a
of-
disease.
You know Ebola? And you know how you think of Ebola
It's the
and
Black
Africa
Plague, yeah.
at the same time? Now think, every time you
It's
hear
like-
corona, don't think of Mexico. Think of Asia and people dying.
It's the Black Plague.
Yeah, think about it
How
like
did
a
it
black plague
fucking like
and
start?
Ebola.
Because
'Cause
China's a shit country.
Yeah,
They're
And they
dirty
don't-
and they eat
yeah.
everything.
exactly. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
a pathogen, right? No,
It's a-
pathogen.
I thought it was a virus.
It's not a virus.
It's a virus. It's called the coronavirus.
I know, but it started off in a fish, so it was a sick fish that, like, it had a disease and then it mutated in a human, and that
It had
human
a virus.
fucking transferred it.
It was, what is it?
So it's like something that humans weren't ready for. That's why it's fucking.
So it just
Like
killing it.
the Black Plague.
Yeah,
It was spread.
It's like the black
like
plague.
the Black Plague spread because of the rats. The rat out of the last time. You
No,
gotta
he
do it
just
again.
lowered the volume.
No.
You have to
I cut
censor
it
it
out.
with nice people.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we're at, so I can remember to take it out. Okay. I know where it's at. Want to know where it's at?
I mean, you could just listen to like the first through the beginning.
I don't know. I thought we were recording for like 20 minutes already.
We
Don't look at, whoever's listening, don't look what time we're at.
They already
Yeah.
did.
Why they're gonna do it? No, that you told them. Not.
But yeah.
The only reason I say cut, I don't think anybody who's listening to this care if we said that word, but if this ever gets popular, this is how they're gonna take us down. They're gonna go. Somebody's gonna scroll through all the way back to the first few episodes. They'll be
They'll
like,
"Yo,
they said it one time.
They said it.
Kill 'em!"
They're like Michael racist exclamation question mark.
Yeah, dude, that actually
As
sounds.
that thumbnail.
That actually sounds like cool.
I don't.
I want people to have clickbait
And then, like, the-
clickbait YouTube channels.
And then like the thumbnail, it's like Pepe all blackface, like they edited the.
It's gonna be
They just
no.
make
It's
me
gonna be.
darker.
It's gonna be
It has
like
a circle with like the crossed out and shit.
It's gonna be the most recent picture of me, and then the person next to it, like with either their hands on the side of their face, doing like the Home Alone face, or their hand over their mouth, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The only faces Sniper Wolf does.
Pretty much. Man, clickbait. So what else about the coronavirus? They found that alcohol kills it,
Oh, I saw, and
but
like,
it's like heated like
So
high
sucky?
temperatures, and then alcohol
So
kill
sucky.
it.
So we're fine in California because wasn't it like 54 degrees or higher?
Yeah.
When?
Are you?
It's
Do you
He's
just,
even use
not paying
Twitter?
attention. He's not paying attention.
Do you use Twitter?
I do.
Do you look at like what's trending?
No.
I look at it once a day because it's usually at night because
You're
it's
on
like
Twitter way too much.
it was like in the morning Kobe died. 2 hours after that, was it LeBron? LeBron James passed Kobe Bryant in the most
that
points
was
scored.
before that.
I thought
He
that
was
funny.
trending before that because it happened before that.
I thought that was funny.
And then it was like everything yesterday. Was Kobe died.
R.I.P. You miss Kobe? I know you used to kick it with him.
Yeah, dude, we go way back.
How back? What year did you meet him?
I don't know, but he stole my bike in like the 5th grade. I haven't talked to him since.
And it was weird because he was already like 20 years old.
No, he was in 5th grade.
He was.
You're older than him?
He stole a bike that would one day be Danny's.
That would one day be Danny.
Danny stole it from him.
No, the bike is Danny.
I'm
The
a bike.
bike is Danny.
I'm a bike, fool.
Danny's only coming out as bike.
Is that what you put for like job offers?
I'm a bike.
I'm bike. Bring, bring.
Yeah, I'm a bike. You can ride me. That's a Tinder fucking bio.
That's pretty
You gotta
good.
be like, I identify as a bike.
Oh shit! Have you guys ever been to Dickie's, the restaurant?
Who?
Dickies.
Who the fuck is Dickie?
Hey fool, I'm wearing some Dickies right now, Dick.
Yeah, I have one.
It's just like
Don't lie to the listeners.
I don't have Dickies. I don't have 501s.
Those are 511s, dude.
Probably. They have zippers.
I don't even know what that means.
501s are the ones
It's
with
because
They're the
buttons.
different type
the
of-
buttons, dude. They don't have zippers.
These are 501s. We're in
They don't
501s.
have zippers.
What are you hiding in your pants?
Rucha, fool.
Pepper just
These
trying
are
to
from
touch
Moldavia.
Danny's dick.
Buttons are the way. Fool.
So what about Dickies?
Have you had one in your mouth?
I don't think we were talking about food anymore.
No, yeah, we weren't talking. I don't know. I just saw it. I remember.
Alright, let's talk about how Riley Reid is the most disgusting human being on the
Oh,
planet.
the
Okay,
worst
why
porn
is
star.
that?
You're
I don't know. Whenever I look at her, an anger builds up inside me.
Like
And
person
it's
wise?
like, I swear, like, I've been about to get down to business, and then I see her, and then it's over. I can't, like, she's
You're
like a
it's
turn
done.
off. She's just disgusting. Everything about her
I mean,
just makes me
like,
sick.
she's flat as fuck. That's about it though.
She's nice.
Like she don't have tits or ass.
Did you see her sing that one song
Like-
that had the N word every other
Yeah.
word? That was so funny.
She's
That was bad.
so gross.
The beat went hard, but I got hard.
Shouts out Riley Reid.
You ever seen, like,
Someone
just
tag her in
everything
this if you
about,
can.
like, you ever seen her butthole? That thing's so fucking...
It's all gaped open.
Yeah. It's so fucking gross. It's like, you know how Pornhub it has the...
What, Pepe?
Have you seen her? Have you seen her butthole?
You know how Pornhub has that thing?
All casual, like it's just a normal ass thing.
Wait, what was that one award she got?
She got it for, like, the most dicks in her ass or something like that.
No, that was outside Kira. She got.
She
fucking
got it for
her-
the best anal... She got
Oh,
it for,
best
like,
anal
the
scene.
best, like... The amount of dick she actually, like, had inside her asshole, I think.
At
I didn't
once?
watch the awards.
Like at
Sorry.
once or like her body count.
I don't know.
I think it was body
I don't
count.
know.
Okay,
She's so
let's see, I don't know
gross.
about-
She's so gross.
What's it? Annabelle Danger? Is that what you're thinking about?
No.
It's just...
No, I said Kira did.
And then,
'Cause, like, her-
Pornhub has the thing where you go over a video, it'll play, like, a few seconds of it, like on YouTube.
Because
But
Pornhub
it's
did it
just
first.
so...
Oh, when you go like that?
Like, some of the videos, it'll, like, that she's in, it'll be
You go
like,
like that.
ooh, innocent, like...
When you go like
innocent
that, the viewers-
schoolgirl has sex for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time, and then it shows like a scene of like her ass, and then it's just whoosh, big old fucking whale shark mouth in the back. Ah, she's such a disgusting person.
Oh, she's cool. I've seen her. Do you guys know who Adam 22 is?
No.
I know who you
Alright,
guys know
Zendaya
who Lena the
porn star.
Plug is.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I don't.
You know who she is. You've seen her.
She was
Wait,
the one a
I
while
think-
back.
I
She
think
had that
I-
thing where she was like, "Oh, if you guys
I
help
heard
me
the
get
name.
this many subscribers, I'll release my sex tape."
No.
Yeah,
I think
she
I've-
was
I
like,
think I've
I
seen
know-
the name
I know you-
before.
The one
and then
that
she
you're talking
released.
Sounds
She
familiar.
was, and then she didn't release
Celestia
it.
Vega. That's who I'm thinking about when you
Yeah,
said that.
she didn't release the sex tape, and then she was like, "My sex tape's already out there in somewhere." So,
Oh yeah. Have you seen it?
and now she's just like a porn star.
No.
No, she's a cam girl. There's a difference. Okay.
Did you ever?
No,
Do you
Pretty
know
sure.
who
She's a
Celestia
sex worker.
Vega is?
I don't.
No. She was this one YouTuber that's like real freaky, and then she's like, "Well, if I get this many followers and subscribers and Patreon people, I'll make a porn." And then she did, and she's just like, imagine. I mean, she's got boobs and
She's
got
got
ass.
talent. She's got
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah, it's there. But what she did was she just fucking like took it, and the moans sound so fake, and it was just bad. Like it did bad. Like she was sponsored by Pornhub, and then Pornhub just took it away, and they're like, "Nah, fuck you, just leave." And they just got rid of her, and now she's just like, everybody just forgot about her. She released her. I think it was on Christmas.
Oh, that's hot. First thing you wake up, unwrap your bone.
No, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Christmas Day.
Fuck it, late Christmas gift.
What is it? Riley Rate's pretty cool, I guess. I like your voice.
I don't,
You like her jam?
Don't even that.
I
Her
don't like her
voice
voice. I'll say that.
makes me angry. God damn it! Everything about her is so gross.
What's your least favorite?
And it has nothing to do with the fact that she's a porn star. Whatever, it's a job. People are gonna do it. She's just a disgusting human being.
So you're saying when she's getting fucked in the ass and she's crying and there's tears in her eyes and she's saying stop, that doesn't turn you on?
What the fuck?
That she has videos like that.
She's done everything.
That's true. Yeah.
Because in the porn industry, like you don't, to be like relevant, you have to keep doing new stuff. And that's why like a lot of like porn stars stop at one point because they're like, I want you to shove this in your butt, and they're like, no, okay. But what if someone socked you while you got smashed? No. Well, it looks like you have no work, and then people just leave the scene because like, what are you gonna do?
Other people that are willing to do
That's
it.
what
Yeah.
happened to
Capitalists.
a lot of people. A lot of
I don't, dude. My favorite porn star. That's what happened to her. And I got
Who?
Ava Taylor.
No.
She was like this. She was like this nerdy one. Whoever's listening, search it up. If you're under 18, don't search it up. Go on. No, don't go on Google.
If you're under 18, ask for parents' permission.
Yeah.
Ask that, huh?
Ask for your parents' permission and make sure they're in the room with you. Okay, like
Oh.
like Disney Channel, you have to get your parents' permission.
No, but she's really cute and I like her. But then, there is this porn document. Have you seen it? It's on Netflix.
No.
I think it's called like Cam Girls or something like that.
Oh, Hot Girls Want It?
Hot Girls Wanted. Yeah,
oh,
there you go.
I know what
And she's
you're talking
in it.
about.
And then like she explains her story.
Oh, she wears like the glasses. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
You
Now
know,
she
I
doesn't
just
do
know
it
that like the porn industry's
Wait, no, that's.
is gonna sound that the porn industry's really like dirty in the way that they handle like their talent, and they're real fucked up about it.
Yeah.
And everything, because they'll just straight up blackmail girls into doing scenes that they want them to do, even though they don't want to do it.
Like
It's
bootlegger.
fucked up.
Did you ever look into did you ever look into him?
What?
He's been sued a shit ton of times.
Bootleg?
Yeah.
From facial abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been sued quite look into him.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
just like a while back, there were
just the shit he does. Like you know what he does. And
You
all.
know how
Why
they
did they sue?
But what does
Like-
he do? Go into detail. I don't know. Who is this
you know how
man?
those
Yeah.
porns where
He'll
they're
have
like,
a girl throw up
oh,
on his dick.
You know how those porns
But
where
why
they're
do
like,
they sue
"Ooh,
'em?
dude,
Like,
you,
what is-
you
what's
promise
the-
you're not going to show this to anybody, blah, 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 those ones, and they're obviously fake. Well, some of those were real, and they just released them anyways. Like those girls were like, they promised him, they signed contracts and everything saying that they weren't gonna release them, and they're just like, nah, release all of them. Fuck these people.
I mean, technically, yeah. What are they gonna do?
Well, I mean, the company ended up getting sued, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but technically, you do more damage to them. So
That's
who really
the point.
wins?
Why are you saying that like it's okay?
Because if you look at it, we're in a capitalist country. Like, you're either on this side or the other side. And if it was me, I'd rather be on the other side. Because the other side has money.
Okay, but what if it was like your daughter?
That's the thing. They don't have money anymore. They were sued.
But that's, I don't know. Like, if I got sued, and I'd be like, it doesn't matter. You cried on camera. I don't know. You gotta take what you can out of a win. Or a loss.
Trying to get down to earth, you guys.
You ever heard of bum fights?
Yeah.
Is it hobos
That
fighting?
shit's it's weird.
Is
It used to be
are they? Is it two asses fighting?
No.
Bum. What are you,
Bum
fucking
fights.
British?
They used to. These guys. It was like, think about Jackass, but way worse.
Yeah. Hey,
They used to just go out on the street and record homeless people, sometimes fighting.
sometimes I pay them.
But they one time they went up to a homeless guy who was sleeping and lit his hair on fire. They promised some guy crack or something like that if he stole a woman's purse. Yeah, it was all fucked up. And then those guys got sent or they had to go to court. And then they got all their shit happen in court and
They went to
everything
jail,
like that.
right?
Because the judge was like, they're going to get this amount of communities. Their lawyer managed to talk the judge down to this many amount of community service and whatever. And neither one of them showed up to do their community service. So they got put in jail.
Dang.
Yeah. It was like
Imagine.
5 years.
And then they got out of
community
jail.
service
And they did it again.
No, they got out of jail and it looked like they were doing okay with their lives. And that they actually felt bad about making those videos.
Wait, they weren't allowed to be around each other, right? That was one of the rules too.
No, they got sued, and any profits they made from those videos back in the day, that all got taken away, and they had to pay a bunch of fines and stuff like that. But you see them older, and they look like when they talk about it, they're actually yeah, it was fucked up, and we feel bad about it now, and whatever. And then just 2 years ago, I think they got arrested. Or a warrant got put out for their arrest in Taiwan because they were caught trying to ship human baby parts
In jars.
to the United States.
Yeah.
And they're currently in the United States because they escaped through one of the other countries right next to Taiwan.
People are so crazy. I love it, dude.
I don't think it's a good thing to like.
That's what makes us human. You don't understand.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You can't make this shit up. We're probably living in a simulation, you know?
No.
I wish you could see my eyes roll.
Dude.
In just pure fucking.
I don't know, because hearing stories like that, I'm just that's crazy. Imagine if that was me.
Well, you wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly. But I'm here, and my life's boring.
Did you ever hear the thing where scientists did a test to see if we were in a simulation, and they said yes, but they don't know what a simulation of? And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Where you're just gonna leave us with that? Where do we go from here? But yeah, it was weird.
Don't
Look it
rip
up.
it.
It's crazy.
Damn,
They're like, yeah, we're in a simulation, but you don't know what we're a simulation of or whatever.
How do they test for that?
That's what I want to know too. How the fuck do you Alt F4 maybe? One of them was when they woke up out of it, went back in. Yeah, we're in a simulation. If we were Matrix style simulation, if you found out we were, would you want to just stay in the simulation?
Depends how my life was. If I was living a classic life, I was
Like
rich, I'd
this,
be yeah.
right now.
Oh no, I'd get out of here.
And you try to fight that. Weird robot people.
Oh, seems more fun.
Aren't they making another Matrix movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a sequel with Keanu Reeves. And then, what is it?
Shouts out Keanu Reeves.
What a great dude.
What's his name?
That's the homie.
The fuck is his name? John Wick 4.
Oh
And
yeah.
John Wick 4
They're being-
and Matrix 4 come out the same day.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're being released.
The same day.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's Keanu versus Keanu.
I need to watch The Matrix. I haven't seen those movies.
Dude, the
They're
first
okay.
one's so good. The second one's kind of like, okay.
The third one has like werewolves and shit. In
The third one, you're like, okay, stop. Because
No, I heard people like the third one more than they do the second one.
the second one's all just like, it's confusing. That's why people don't
it's
like
really
it.
techie.
Yeah, it's because
Like, if you're not paying
they
attention the
weren't
whole time.
released right after each other. The first and the second one. The second one was released a few years after the first one, so like the hype for it had started to die down, and they're like, "Look at another Matrix,"
Yeah, I think it
because
came
they
out.
weren't really planning on making a second one.
It came out in 1999, I think.
We had to watch it for our English class.
Why?
Because we were learning about
Simulations.
No. Oh yeah, it did
No.
come out. We were learning about we were reading a book about Plato, from Plato, not about Plato,
Yeah.
from Plato, and then he writes I forget what the story's
My
called.
stupid ass thought you were talking about like the actual toy
Oh, you
Plato
dumb.
instead of the philosopher Plato.
It was the man on like the cave. Like, what would you do?
Yeah.
It's basically the like how Matrix is. What would you do if you found out, like the question I asked, everything you knew was like a simulation, and somebody tries to come and tell you that you're in a simulation, and that there's all this other stuff out in the world, but you don't believe them because all you've ever known is the thing is
simulation.
it's two guys chained up, and all they have is a fire behind them, and all they can see is the shadows projected onto the wall in front of them from the fire. So one guy gets free, goes and sees like the world and everything, comes back and tells the guy who's still chained up like everything that's out here, but he doesn't believe him because all he's ever seen is
The
what's on the
shadows.
wall.
And then like he's like, here, let me free you, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, get out of here, you're crazy. And he's just like, what? No.
Yeah. So that's the
So it's
basic.
pretty much the fucking
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
It's the Matrix, yeah.
If you really look into it, a lot of movies are based on philosophy.
Philosophy is so crazy.
It
I
is.
love it.
It really is.
All right, Danny. If there's
Not yet. We're not even like. That's too early.
no, we can
It's
do
too
it.
early.
Then we'll have enough time
No, we won't.
for that one.
Well,
food.
let's
What?
debate. Let's
Unless you want to do
that's
that
saying
one
if-
food and then the end.
No, just start it now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're barely.
We're barely 30 minutes in.
You already brought it up.
What are you gonna do? Which one are you gonna do then?
Talk
The
about Kobe.
trend? Oh, we're gonna talk about Kobe real
Yeah.
quick.
Real quick.
I mean, that's what
that fool.
we've been mentioning him throughout like the whole thing.
But we
so-
haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah. I thought I was gonna say to do it at the beginning, just so we could talk about it, and then like everyone gets sad real quick, and then try to like get everyone happy.
Well, it's
again.
too late now.
But now I guess we're gonna get everyone sad in the middle. So what is it? Yesterday, they said 10 o'clock
What was it? Sunday?
Sunday
The
Sunday
26th,
morning.
Sunday the 26th.
2020.
They said a helicopter went down.
But they didn't
and,
say who. Not right away. Nobody knew for sure.
Nobody knew what. Well, a call was made that a helicopter went down
Yeah.
off of I can't think of where. Las Virgenes. If you guys know where that is.
It's like that. It's close by Thousand Oaks.
Yeah, went down in Thousand Oaks.
Yeah.
And it turned out that the helicopter belonged to Kobe Bryant.
According to MTV at the time.
It was TMZ.
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 MTV.
TMZ
They're all reporting
reported,
music.
TMZ reported that it belonged to Kobe and that Kobe had died in the crash. Which, real quick, fuck TMZ. Because it turned out that they broke the story. They put out that he died and everything before his family was even notified
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. The police also shamed them too. They
Yeah,
were just
like
fuck you
what
guys.
the fuck? That's
Like we are not even sure at this time, and it had already been like an hour later, and they still weren't sure.
Yeah, and so him and So then it was reported for a while that it was just him and 5 other people that had died, or him and 4 other people that had died in the helicopter crash. And then again, TMZ reported that his 13-year-old daughter was also in the helicopter, and she died too. And then it was confirmed by the sheriff's department that that was true. And then they came out and said that it wasn't 5 people, that it was 9 people that had died. So it ended up being Kobe, his daughter, another parent and their daughter, and
the dad.
and the wife.
So it's the dad and the mom of that one
and
kid.
then a daughter, and then another parent and their daughter, the coach, and then the pilot. That all died in the crash. And they said they still haven't recovered all the bodies. They just know that that's from, like, the manifesto, like, of who was supposed to be on there. That's what they know so far. And I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's crazy.
It was sad.
All I was seeing yesterday is people just saying that, like, it doesn't feel real. It didn't, like, it actually happened. That type of thing. And
But that's just how it be.
yeah, like I said yesterday, I put out, what is it? There's nothing to say. Just
R.I.P.
yeah, just
Hug somebody you love.
yeah.
Tell them
Tell
you
the
love
people important in your life how much they mean to you. Tell them you love them, because one day you might not have that chance.
Danny, you're like a Wingstop to me.
All right, we
That's
got
crazy.
sad. I don't want to be sad anymore. But just real quick, today they played his last game on
On TV.
the ESPN. They played his last game again, like the recording of it and everything.
they played his last game.
He was the coach for the Mambas,
Yeah,
which was his
where
daughter's.
that's where he was going. As they were going to an event over there.
The only reason he had that helicopter was to get back and forth to see his family.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to sit through LA traffic.
It's crazy that because I guess they released today because they're looking at because it was such a big, because helicopters usually don't have black boxes, but it was such a large helicopter, it could fit up to 12 people, that it did. They said that one did have a black box, which is what stores all the information and everything from
Everybody
the flight.
Everybody talking.
Yeah, so I guess they're saying that from what it seems like the pilot misjudged the terrain,
and was going too fast. Yeah, I heard that too.
which is just like, it's one thing to misjudge something like in a car or something, like, because I feel like everybody's done that. Like even just backing up and you misjudge how close you are to the curb and you go over the curb, something like that. But for something like in a helicopter, he misjudged how close he was to the mountain that was right there, and they think that's why, because he did a U-turn. So they're thinking that he realized how close he was, did the U-turn, but at that point it was too late.
The mountain said no you. R.I.P. Pour one out. Go, Danny, pour one out. Danny poured one out.
Alright. On a different, completely unrelated note, Bevro would like to ask Danny something.
Oh, me?
What specifically mean?
Alright, Danny.
Alright, let's try to get funny again.
Alright, Danny. Let's R.I.P. Kobe. This one's for Kobe. Fuck. Alright, Danny. So, let's say there's a train coming on these train tracks, and on the train tracks, there's 4 people, and they're tied up like old Western movies type beat.
Okay.
They're like
Type beat.
they can't move. They're stuck. And then there's another train track right on the other side, like right next to each other, like a few feet apart, and that has one person tied up. Same thing, same situation. And there's a lever.
What?
There's a lever you can pull, and it switches the train tracks from hitting 4 people to just the 1 person. Which one would you do?
Who's the one person?
Let's say it's your mom.
Everybody.
No, not yet. Not
Okay.
this.
Okay.
It's, you don't know who the 4 people. It's just 4.
It's just 4. It's technically 5 random people, 4 in one lane and 1 in the other.
Do you leave it and let it?
Let the 4
Do you
people
let
die.
the 4 people die, or do you hit the switch? so it kills the one person.
And lets 4 people live.
Wait, so there's 2 trains coming?
No, there's one
There's
train.
one train, and you can turn.
One train, and it's one track.
Yeah, and you can switch the lever, and it'll hit one person, or it'll hit 4 people.
It'll kill 4 people, or it'll kill 1 person.
Yeah, not hit them. Well, it's still gonna hit them.
What do? Do you pull the lever or do you leave it be?
I'll be like, that's not really my problem. I don't want anything to do with it. If people die because of me, I don't know.
But you not doing anything is also them
Yeah.
dying.
I know, yeah, but it's like it would have happened if I wasn't there. So that's just my mindset.
So you would just walk away.
Okay, but let's say you can't walk away. Let's say it's like
Well,
it's
then
Saw.
it's like if
Think
I
about it like
wasn't-
the fucking Saw games, like the Saw movie.
No, it's more like, let's say you're there in that spot and you can't leave. It's either you just just wait and let it kill the people, or you hit the switch. Those are your only 2
Would I
options.
have time to go untie the one person
No.
and
No.
switch it?
No.
The train's coming. How fast do trains go? Like 80 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Train's coming 80 miles
Train's
per hour.
coming at full speed.
Yeah, the bitch is chugging.
Doesn't see anyone on the tracks.
They can't stop.
Even if they did, they couldn't stop.
They
Yeah.
can't stop.
That's
Can't stop, won't stop. Who you killing?
exactly. Hey, those are your only
Who
options.
do you value 4
Okay,
people's lives
so
over 1?
now I'll throw in. Let's say the 4 people on the other track are people like, let's say, in their late 60s, early 70s, and the person on the one person is like
But who
a
are
15-year-old.
They're
That's what
random.
I
You
need
don't
to
know.
They're just random people. So a group of 4 like old people or 1 like teenager. Do you what like?
What do you value?
What do I value?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
'Cause at the
who
end
would
of
you
the day, you're
save?
just
I wouldn't know because it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't choose between this or that person because I don't know shit about them. It's like I don't.
Your answer is the most common answer. People
I-
can't choose.
I would kill 1 person. I
Is-
wouldn't mind.
yeah, but there's 2. There's really
well, yeah.
there's
Like,
only-
I feel like I would.
Yeah, that's a lot. Some people choose the fact that
They
you have
can't.
no emotional connection to these people. You don't know who they are, what they're about, or whatever. Let's say you kill the one person, you let these old people survive. They're all racist.
But if
well,
it was old people, I'd be like,
yeah, when it comes to it,
your
is
fault for
it
Trump.
is it one life over the lives of many, or many lives, like you know what I mean, like
Vice
one life
versa.
or more lives.
Mhm.
But then, if it's older and younger, what's more important?
I don't.
People who have lived their
that's,
lives already, or somebody who's just starting
it's
to like
it's
live their
philosophy. That's
like,
what it is.
Yeah, like I just don't think any one person's life is more important than another's.
Okay, but now
Like,
let's,
that's why,
there's an
'cause-
emotional one, right? Because so let's say it was.
Oh yeah,
us
so
4.
let's say it's your family. It's it's Spike. Spike is there, all chilling. Your mom, your dad, and your sister. And on the one person is Jenny.
On the other side is.
Yeah. So like, do you kill your family or do you kill the person you love?
Exactly. No, that's
That's
fair.
what
yeah,
happens.
That's what happens. That's
Yeah, but it's
like you
not-
have to put emotional ties to it. So now, like that's another one. Would you
Yeah,
go with
what do you
family
do?
or would you go with a loved one? I mean, girlfriend.
The person, the people you've known
Your
you're
significant
basically
other.
your whole life, or the person you're gonna start your new life with.
That's what I was just thinking. It's like because it's like I'm about like it's either I let my past go or like I let my future go.
Right.
I mean, but like the past is the past. I
But
mean, but
that's-
but yeah, but
That's
then
At the
it's
same
like-
time, it's all
then it's
up
just
to
like
you.
my sister, but she's younger than me. Because if it was just my parents, I think it would have been easier to decide.
Philosophy. That's crazy, huh?
Should we go with the other like version of it?
I
With
it's
the fat man.
yeah. So
So the same concept, but instead of a switch, this one's a little more
It's
like
a Wii U.
it's no. Hold up, Franny. No, hold up, Franny. What would you do? Like it's 4
Yeah.
random people and 1 person.
I
What would you
mean,
do?
I have enough family members that you can do it. Or
No,
4 random people.
No, 4 random people, 1
Random
random
people.
person.
They're all within the same age.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I would choose the one life over many.
Okay, now it's because you said that we can't do it on Michael because Michael was there in our class.
Well,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
because I chose.
I would choose one person.
I've
So
done
the
like these
second-
philosophy things. Like,
the second version
Hold on.
of this.
did you ever see the show The Good Place?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we talk a
Somewhat.
lot about philosophy,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's where I learned about all this.
So the second version of this,
the
like,
the trolley.
the trolley or the tram problem, is same situation,
Yeah, that's what it's called.
same situation, but instead of flipping a switch, there's an incredibly fat person on the bridge you're standing on looking over the tram. Now, there's no one person, there's not a split track. It's one track with 4 people on it. But if you push this guy onto the tram,
He's big enough, like he's
In
he's
this-
a unit
yeah.
in this make believe
in the-
situation.
yeah.
This unit of a person is big enough to stop a train.
Do you push him onto the train to save all those people, or do you just let it happen?
Push the fat bitch.
Yes, so that's what you think. What about you, Danny?
Wait, what?
So
it-
one big motherfucker,
Yeah, just throw him in the front.
throw him
too.
in the front, and he'll stop the car or the train to not hit the 4 people.
Does he die?
Yes.
Yes.
That's literally the same fucking thing.
Yes, but the difference
in
is-
Franny's situation, he's willing to do a switch that he doesn't like. He's not like stabbing someone, but in this situation,
See,
he's actually
more
doing
people who
the
said
pushing.
yes
Oh,
to,
is it? Okay.
to hitting the switch on the last one were less likely to say yes to this one because of the fact
that they're
that
like
you are you are responsible. You are basically killing the person because you're pushing them over.
I'd kill a fat motherfucker.
Whereas,
Just for
well,
being
yeah,
fat.
it comes back to the lives
Gonna save me some Wingstop.
the lives of one over the life of many. But it's just
Now, that's my thought
with
process.
with a switch, you could hit a switch and forget about it. You have no people could put it in their mind that they had nothing to do with that one person dying because all they did was hit a switch.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, I went through boot camp. I went through the brainwashing. I was taught more lives are more important than your own life. So it's my life over the others. If I could save other people, then I'd choose to sacrifice myself and save others. That's kind of what I signed up for. That's just the brainwashing that you go through.
and that's about it. You like philosophy?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's trippy. It's
You
really
like it?
trippy.
It gives my brain a boner because I'm just like, oh, thought.
Alright, now let's get it.
I like that.
Let's get a funny. What if? You
Um,
got one? Look one up. Or you got one in your mind already?
Would you rather every time you sneeze you shit or every time you sneeze you throw up?
Throw up.
Really?
Yeah. What? Dick, sneezes come out of nowhere, fool. What if, like Dick, that shit can hit you, like, you just shit yourself out of nowhere.
Okay, yeah.
I'd rather throw up out of nowhere.
Well, are you saying
least
that you
then I don't-
shit,
I
like
couldn't
it comes
breathe.
out, or like you sneeze and you're like, oh, I got a shit.
Like a
now.
shark?
No, you sneeze and you just shit.
Like a shark?
Well, then,
or
yeah,
like you
throw
just
up.
straight
Yeah,
up
that's a
shit?
shark.
Because
No, because a shark is like.
because
no,
if you're
just
gonna
poop. It's
if
solid.
you're gonna sneeze, sometimes
Wear
you just
pads,
chew.
fool.
You just sometimes you
diapers.
just sneeze,
Oh, yeah, just
but a lot of the time it's like you're like. Like you're about to sneeze, so you know, like, oh fuck, everyone get out of the way.
Yeah, but you don't have much time, though.
Yeah, so if you're gonna shit yourself, there's not enough time to get to the. So yeah, I'd
'Cause you-
rather
yeah,
throw up
you'd
every time
throw
I
up.
sneeze.
I would rather shit. Because
Wow.
all you had to do, adult diapers.
Okay, but you
I
still
don't
smell.
want to live my life walking around in
Yo,
adult
I sneeze a
diapers.
lot
The fuck
though.
is
Like
smell
when
like
I
shit?
sneeze, I sneeze a lot.
And how bad are we throwing up? Are we like, like
a
a,
baby
butt,
barf
or
or
is it
like-
kind of like enough to like fill your mouth?
Or like,
It all depends on what you eat. Like, if,
okay.
So let's say you have like a big lunch, you're gonna throw up a lot.
yeah, all of it.
So if I haven't eaten anything,
You're
You're
gonna
throwing
throw up
up
stomach
bile.
acid.
Yeah.
That's
the worst.
Like something has to come out. Even if you have nothing.
What would you call it? Bio?
Bile.
bile. So it's
Bile.
called.
That's what it's called when it's out of your mouth.
Yeah, I
like,
go. It's throwing up because you don't sneeze.
All right, I don't feel like
All
buying
the
diapers.
time.
All right.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
dude, you
so
actually
much more
gotta-
money to
yeah.
buy diapers all the
I
time.
don't know,
Hey,
man.
yo-
Haven't you seen anorexic people? Their teeth get all fucked up because of all the throw up.
Just don't sneeze.
Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, I mean, you don't. It's not like you're sneezing every day.
No,
I feel
Sometimes
like I
you can.
do.
Some people.
Actually,
Sometimes
yeah, I sneeze
I
pretty
legit
often.
gone a month without sneezing.
Okay, but what about if you had like allergies?
What happens
And I
if?
cook too, and I cook with pepper.
What happens if you're like, you know how you get those, like you're about to sneeze and then it goes away?
Mm-hmm.
Like what happens then?
If-
Do you like feel it like coming up, like that? I hate that feeling when you feel it come up, like you're about to throw it and it just goes away, like it goes back down. Does that happen?
No, it's like
So,
you,
like-
you gag like really hard.
Imagine
And what?
if you're,
gonna
about to
shit,
sneeze and you're about to shit, like you can feel it's like prairie dogging coming
Yeah,
out of
it's
your
like-
asshole, and then it goes away. Does it just go back up your ass?
Yeah, I mean if you really want to, you can
All
push
right,
it out.
next question.
Next
Next
question.
question.
A fucking turtle head.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's just a reverse
Can we do-
dildo.
Recommend time for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we can. It's the
You
last
got-
10 minutes.
You got
We
10
can
min
But you
limit.
guys have to comment. Would you rather shit?
Yeah,
or sneeze?
comment. Would you rather? Mine was real good, even though I thought about it randomly.
Yeah, would you rather? What was it? Would you rather every time you sneeze you shit, or every time you sneeze you throw up?
Put it down in the comments below.
Let's get it. Come on, comment. We know
Do it
some
now.
of you listen to this.
We're not gonna stop until
If
you
you
do
listen to
it.
this and you won't comment, I'm gonna be sad about it. I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything to you.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at the Risky Biscuit
We're not
Boys.
done yet. We
It's
still
all
gotta
together.
do.
I know. I'm just reminding them now. They're already commenting.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Subscribe
We
to our
have
Patreon.
No.
Not yet.
We should get one.
Do you know if it like costs to have it? Like
No.
No.
oh, no. It's like a Facebook.
But I know if it gets popular enough, they send like
They're
a
like
person, like a real person, to come and be like, check out your setup and to help you out.
oh really?
Like you have a Patreon person that you talk to.
yeah
cool.
yeah
That,
yeah.
but that's I'm talking like people like
Fuck, what's that one fool's name?
really popular
In
people.
like Pimp My Ride.
Exhibit.
Yeah, Exhibit just comes to your house and he's like, "Oh, what's your setup?"
I've never watched Pit My Ride.
But yeah, that's more for the things like
Me
that
neither,
are
but I
more for
want to.
when you have a lot.
How
like
the
a lot
fuck
of
do you know
shit
who
to
Exhibit
do.
is?
He's famous.
Dick, I know Exhibit. We did a couple jams with them and
All right.
It's
Recommend time.
What do you recommend?
Recommend
Oh, I gotta go
time.
first.
I
I
think
went first
yeah,
last time.
Pepe went first last time.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
You ready?
You ready? Shit something out.
Or
Or s-
you could take your time. We got what is that? 8 minutes. That we can go a little over an hour.
Recommend. Let's see. I recommend.
movie, could be a book, could be
Could be
Comic
a show.
books,
Could be a show,
games.
comic
YouTube.
book, game.
Fuck, you could be a character you're using in Smash right now. Anything, really.
Nah, you recommend Inkling. Huh?
Recommend a place to eat.
I recommend Falco. I've been playing Falco lately. No, let's see. I'll recommend a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works.
How about that?
Yeah, go
Yeah, it
for it.
works.
So a couple of days ago, I had peach Ciroc with halfways. The cup it was filled up halfways, and then the rest lemonade. And you can't taste the alcohol, even though you have that much fucking like alcohol in it. You can't, and it does the job pretty quickly. And
Dangerous.
It does it well.
Lemonade can hide a lot of good shit.
It was light lemonade that I had too. So like regular lemonade, oh, you're fucking gone.
Just this is lemonade.
Shiny, what do you
Yeah, peach
recommend?
lemonade.
I recommend. Fuck, I was just watching a show. Well, I talked about The Good Place. It's on Hulu. It's pretty good.
But it's not like the whole season.
The whole season.
It's not like the whole show.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. They take off episodes as they go.
Well, shit, you better start watching it.
Yeah,
I think it's only the newest season.
yeah, stupid asses, whoever listening, can watch the
Yeah,
show.
stupid. Stupid, I ain't
Oh.
gonna give it a chance.
I'm gonna let you get the chance.
What do you recommend?
That's it. Just
Okay.
the show.
Just a good
yeah,
boy.
The Good Boy. And then
You're next.
Me?
Pokemon Sword. That too.
What is it? see, what do I want to recommend?
Anal.
Recommend you.
Oh, well, I
running.
recommend, I think I recommended it last time, but I'll do it again. My Hero, the first arc just finished for the newest season, so you can probably go binge all of that on Hulu right now. Go do that. It was really fucking good. And sad.
Big
What
Sam.
else? Don't Starve. It's a pretty fun game. It's fucking hard though. It's
Yo.
scary Minecraft.
Spooky Minecraft.
Spooky Minecraft.
We should get Fortnite and play with Danny.
Oh, we should buy Fortnite. Dude. Did you see Ninja got a new skin? Oh my god.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting it in
You want Ninja?
no.
Dude, Ninja's the best person. If you get the skin, you automatically become the best person.
My favorite.
Dude, I have John Wick.
I'm not recommending.
Um.
I'm not done.
Oh.
One more anime. I think it's called Infinite Dendrogram. It's
Whoa.
I'm not-
You almost sounded racist there.
it's what it's called. It's okay if you like sword art, then it's really good. Except that it's like more like the second season, where there's no real stakes because nobody actually dies. It's like online.
If the story's good,
It's good.
it's
From what I've
good.
seen, it's really good. The animation's pretty crisp too.
what I recommend, if there's any dudes out there that be playing chess sometimes, like at least you played it and you
Chess is
understand
pretty fun.
and you like the game, watch Code Geass.
Oh.
It's like 2 seasons long. And like the whole thing's just like strategic, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this," and they reference chess a lot, and I think it's funny.
There's only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Isn't there like Code Geass and then Code Geass Lelouch the Rebellion? There's like 3 different series.
Watch the first one. If it's of some like white boy with black hair and his name is Lelouch, that's the one.
Lelouch.
It's in all the seasons
But if
and series.
watch it, it's on Hulu. It's 2 seasons.
Wait. Fuck, man. The name is escaping me, but it's Food Wars. Food Wars.
No, yeah.
Michael, what am I thinking of?
Food Wars Shokugeki.
Yeah, Shokugeki.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's about cooking, but it's really good.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like
Like, you
watch
can
the
actually
basketball
make
one?
that shit.
No.
You watched the volleyball one?
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
the
volleyball's stupid, and you watch and you're like, oh shit, this is good.
No, volleyball's not dumb. It's just a hard sport.
Yeah,
Yeah, but so it's basically
I think
like
baseball-
you just watch it because you didn't
baseball's
get on
dumb.
the team.
that. It's basically like
that too. I also recommend tequila with squirt and tajin. It's good if you're Spanish. If you're like hi senor, try it.
Hi,
And I
senor.
recommend
No,
for a porn
No,
star, it's gonna
no.
be what's her name? Gabby.
Mia Kalunas.
No, not Mia Khalifa.
Kunis.
Now I'm gonna look it up.
How do you say her
Mila
last name?
Kunis.
Mila, is that how you say it? Mila Kunis?
She was in she voices Meg
She
from Family Guy.
she voices Jackie in that 70s show.
She is Jack. Doesn't voice. I had to order a new card. His mother was all fucked up, and I ordered 2 by accident. So now I have 2 of them at home, and I had to hide it.
Hey Danny,
Well,
why is your asshole big?
what?